Day, folks. This is Omar Hosea, the servant, saying good morning. This is my third take trying to do this. For some reason, my camera or something, I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to do the best that I can if y'all can bear with me. But we just ask the Most High to bless this video right here, that somebody get the understanding. And that what was called Afro-Americans, it was called Afro-Asiatics. It was always the Afro. And so we're going to find out what Afro is and what it really means and why they use that word Afro. And so we're going to clear up this identity crisis and all these tribal wars and arguments and backbiting. So we're just going to clear this all up. And if y'all don't get this, then you're not chosen to be a leader. You're not chosen to be a part of the new kingdom to come, here on earth or in heaven, be it physical or mental, be it spiritual or body. So here we go. We're gonna get to the point. So Father, we just ask that you would bless this and may you be glorified. Selah. So now, here we go. Try this again. Afro. You notice it says, it gives you a description, and fro, also known as natural. Keyword, natural. Fro, also known as natural. Keyword. How you know it's natural? Because of our hairstyle. And it's what? Kinky texture, curly, or straight. All right? Now this is from Wikipedia, but we can go to other resources, but we know these are facts. It's just, we know this already. So this is what it looks like. Curly, and some of our afros are kinky. So if you notice, we have the word African American, and it says in the 1960s. All right, African American in 1960s. So we're sure that Jesse Jackson changed it from Afro. See, Afro, a natural American, to a African American. That is unnatural. There's no such thing as a continent within a continent. What part of Africa are you from? What part of America are you from? Afro. So naturally, they took out your naturalism, the natural of America. They took out the natural of Africa. They took out the natural that you are from this planet. So let's go to African American and see what pops up. Okay, here we go. We see this sister right here. They don't show her with a afro, but she has short hair. And it says ethnic groups of American citizens, residents in the United States, enslaved Africans, or hyphenated as African American. So we know that African and American is not natural. Nothing natural about that. Let's go some more. And so here we're limited to Central African, Caribbean, Central America, and South America. But you're still unnatural because African American is not a word. It's created. It's not natural. There's nothing healthy about that because you cannot be that. What part of Africa are you from? What part of Caribbean are you from? What part of Central America are you from? What part of South America are you from? What part of West or Central Africa are you from? Okay, and you don't speak Spanish, and you don't speak Latin. See that? So where do these things come from? African American history. See what I'm saying? So there is no way in the world that you could be an African American. And then they switched you to now they call you black people. So what are you? Are you African American or are you black people? You see that? Either African American history or is it black people history? You can't have them both. You can't have them both. You're either African American or you're a black people. Which one are you? So we'll go back No, that was African American. Now let's see what they say about Afro-American. Boom. Afro-American pops up as the same thing as African American. So they sent you right back to being unnatural. How do you get natural to unnatural and then use up 2 pages to describe this African American? He's either an Afro, natural, like we saw, or he's either black, or he's either African American. So that right there is confusion. And when they say the Most High does not come in confusion. So obviously this is ungodly practices and ungodly words that we put on our own selves. Don't blame me, pale skin. Wake up. Now, Brother York, Farrakhan, Malcolm, Martin, they all called you black people. They called you African Americans as well. Then they say Nuwapians, Islam, Christians. That still doesn't describe what you were born to be. Your natural self. You're not naturally a Christian. You're not naturally a Muslim. You're not naturally a Nuwapian. That's not what you naturally are. So let's go back to natural. So, back again. Afro is derived from the term Afro-American. The hairstyle. We're known by our hairstyle, by our hair texture. Why? Because our hair is natural to what? But as you read it, it says, in most cases, the hair is left untreated by relaxers or straightening chemicals instead of allowed to express its natural curl or kinkiness. So when you use relaxers and you straighten it, you become unnatural. See? Relaxers make it unnatural. Straightening your hair makes you unnatural. And it takes away your curl or kinkiness, so you're no longer a Afro or American or a natural American. Because remember, let's go back. It says natural. Afro, sometimes shortened to fro, and also known as natural. Okay, and our hairstyle is our culture, because when you go to so-called Africa or Brazil or any other nationality, you notice their what? Head dress. And the hair is that head dress to the what? Scalp. That's why in our Native American blood, we cut your what? Your fro off. We scalp you. So we know what we have taken, what type of person they have taken or captured or killed. That's what the warriors done. They scalped you. And so when you straighten and relax your hair, you've been technically scalped and made unnatural and enslaved and given the word African American, unnatural, a corporate name. So now we've got that. Now here was the history in the United States of a Afro-American sister. All right? That's how I can tell who we are. So when you read it down, 1860s, you see what I'm saying? Afro-Americans, not African Americans. And we settle for that. So there, we'll take that. So see, it says, stand-up beauty and led to negative view of kinky hair. As a result, the practice of straightening gained popularity among, see, black African Americans. See what they did? See, the antithesis of the European American standard of beauty. So you became unnatural to be like these Europeans, and it led to you to being negative towards yourself and of your kinky hair. So you're unnatural. So yes, you are African American, a slave to the European American. Why? Because you practiced of straightening your hair. And then you get in the gain popularity amongst who? Now they changed your name from Afro-Americans to Black African American. So you're no longer, you've given up your birthright. period. I didn't make this up. You're gonna be birthright. So here we go again. So let's go to Afro textured hair. Let's see. You see this? Look at that. That was a far cry from the African American. Now look at her hair. Textured hair. African diaspora, Australia, Asia. Asia. And then they used, and then the hair has not been altered by hot combs, flat irons, or chemicals through perming, relaxing, and straightening methods. So when you do that, you're no longer a Afro-American or Afro-Asiatic. So let's go to Afro-Asiatic. I mean, this is some hot stuff here. This is hot. Oh, schnizzle. So you see they do it with the Afro. You see the other lady, Afro. But when you get to African American, no Afro. They give you this Negro pen. They give you this slave version and told you this is what makes you become rich. This is how you have to fit in. Like Malcolm said, build your own house. So now let's go back to Afro-Asiatic. Let's put that in there. Oh, here we go. Boom. Now, here is our natural language. Hopefully this zoom in. All right, there we go. So now, Afro-Asiatic language, Afro-Asiatic, what the Germans got of us, the Yerhimat, that's a German language, I can't say that. Afro-Asiatic, Proto-Afro-Asiatic, demographics, Sharwar language, Mayung language, Tazva, Muno, list of ethnic groups in Ethiopia. See, I don't know why everybody wants to argue about Africa, this, that. We all come from Asia, and we are Asiatics. You see how you know that, Hosea? Let's go to Afro-Asiatic languages. You see the map. Period. This is for yourself. So now we get language family, ethnologue estimates, Middle East, North Africa, Horn of Africa, and Sahara. Let's go some more. Berber, Moors, Chadic, Ishmaelites, Cushic, Hamites, or Nuwapians, Egyptian, the conscious community, so sort of SETI and all you guys that y'all like, Ottoman, Muslims. Oh no, that's incorrect. I don't know that one. I forgot. Semitic, Shem. The most widely spoken Asiatic language in Arabic. This is our language. Here's the countries. Did we not say Morocco, Moors, Niger, Mali, Libya, Algeria? I mean, I understand what's all the arguments for. Ethiopia. So why is Farrakhan arguing? Why is all these people arguing? Matter of fact, why are the students arguing? Why are you students arguing when you're all Asiatics? Afro-Asiatics. And our language is Afro-Asiatic. I don't get it. Unless you permed your hair and greased it down and became a European. So let's get to this. All right. So more. So we got modern Hebrew, which is not Yiddish. Modern Aramaic is really not Arabic. They changed it. So here we go again. And lo and behold, Hamido-Semitic. That means that's Ham and Shem working together as brothers. Afro-Asiatic. See? And this is in 1914. So what's wrong? I don't understand what's wrong with you guys. That you're arguing. And here we go again. Muslim and Hebrew are one and the same. Right there. And yes, we were all kings and queens. Because you see Egypt and Cush, Chadic, and Amadic. And obviously the Shemites were kings and queens too. Let's not get that twisted. I'm having a brain fart right now. Afro-Asiatic language. Okay, we got that. Let's go back. Now, this is how the Germans got into it. Now, you see Proto-Afro-Asiatic. Let's try to help me get into that because the time is getting short. Proto-Afro-Asiatic. Look at the map. Right there. So if you're claiming to be Egypt, you're not black, you're not African American, you're none of that. You are a Afro-Asiatic. Okay? The original so-called black man of the planet. If you take off if you don't have an afro, you're still Asiatic as long as you don't perm or straighten your hair with chemicals. See, and this is what this is. And I didn't make this up. And if you notice, the Germans used Yiddish because they knew this about us. But we didn't know this about ourselves. Let's go back. See that? The Germans knew that. That's why they got you using Yiddish and claiming themselves to be Shemites or anti-Semitic. Remember, I posted that before. I can't make this up. And so I did Pro-Afro-Asiatic, and here we go. You know, I didn't make this up. 400 BC, 4000 BC. We're gonna just leave it right there. Peace.